Guy that almost redshirted.
Yeah, playing a lot of minutes, and obviously anytime you talk about Nigel Pack, a guy that had...
And the weak side rebound by Lynn Kidd. He's a focal point, and that's his favorite shot. The shot is off the mark. Here comes Miami. Staten McRae strong to the hoop, and that's what they wanted time for him in the first 24 hours. But Coach L said, make it your own team as Lynn Kidd takes it to the hoop on Chad. That hasn't been the problem. Defensively, problematic. And a deflection of the Fred Payne.
They needed more production from the point guard spot. Again, that's something he's still trying to figure out, who's going to be the leader.
Beadle knifing through the lane, and BC's off the schneid.
Yeah, the Miami defense.
Deep three, Brandon Johnson, East Carolina transfer, and it's tipped up and in.
Hanged up, and certainly they're a different team without him on the court.
And some substitutions for the U with Jalen Blackman on the floor along with Joe Bett, who hoists the three, and he's got it.
Help is late, and then he kicked it to a wide open three-point shooter in the corner.
Kelly with a good pass to...
On that, so it's going to be Miami ball coming out of this timeout.
Kidd, there you go, Malcolm. Just what the doctor ordered. That
be a one and done.
Good pass by hand to Venning.
But he says he likes this group that he has as we take a look at another, though.
Days ago, Bill Courtney told us he loved the energy they had. He thought it was very productive. They practiced yesterday before leaving for...
His last 4 games in double digits, averaging 11 points per game, but...
For an identity, 0-2 in the ACC. Miami, 14 games against a Power 4 opponent. They've lost all 14. Bethia. Oh, that was special.
Is there this right here, though? This is a big-time finish and one. Eyes on the rim the entire time. My goodness, through 3. The body control and player that the coaching staff, when they talk about him, they said, look, the fast starts is important, in particular if you're the away team. And
thunderous for both of them as they hit the deck with Brown at the line. Deion Brown, another focal point of this. Deion Brown and hand could not tip it in. A noticeable, hungry Miami team. Matthew Cleveland with it. And Shy got a good look. McFarland tracks it down. Here comes Hand through a double team and somehow got it done throughout the game. Kidd, boy, he is eating on New Year. Hastings out of Orlando, averaging 3.5 points. At 9 in the BC loss to SMU. Good pass. Hastings in the post.
Yeah. Actually, now they take that back. Now they're saying it's a 2-shot. Now you got to be mindful. The full court pressure has given them some problems. Coach Courtney talked with us about, he knows who he is. He asked him why he's so efficient. Protection for them. And, you know, right now, Boston College, again, team that's so aggressive in the passing lane, try to get some backdoor cuts, and you got to be a good screening team to free up guys. Days into the game, I think the biggest thing, handling Miami's pressure. Right now, they're just being very aggressive on the ball and then in the passing lanes.
Venning, 55% from the line. BC 74% as a team is
by Donald Hand Jr.
Taves, good take. Venning the putback, 8 points. So it's Chad Venning 6, BC or Miami nothing.
And what has happened during this stretch? I think the energy from Boston College.
Venning backs in, and he's got another one.
That time by Boston College. Again, they swung the ball left to right. Again, they still want to go into the paint with Venning. He's got a clear size advantage, but that cannot happen right there. That freshman point guard's going at it. Tay's got to do a better job keeping his body in front of him.
Good blow by Ugachukwu. He's averaging 5 points, and then another.
But he has done every stop, whether George Mason, when he was a young assistant coach, his first impression with him, Coach L flew him out. As we take a look at another night, he said part of it was they woke up the next morning and played 2-on-2 against his sons. So they lost that game, but, you know.
That was a great story. And Coach L said he was exhausted. He said it was just time. And the three, so team's first game since the retirement of Jim Larinaga. Good pass. Taves to Hastings. Taves, half-court foul.
Miami to close the half.
Cleveland and Johnson the rebound.
Slow starts obviously always a concern. A lot going on, but they have really responded. If you're Earl Grant, you have to be pleased with how your team started this second half.
Miami playing without Nigel Pack again. He's out with a left foot injury. He would be a stabilizing influence. He's their best player. Preseason first team all ACC, but Matt.
Excellent offense that time by Miami.
Cleveland has 9. He averages 11. Payne through the double team.
Post touches.
Beadle. And he's got it. Coast to coast for Josh Beadle. Coming off a loss to Mount St. Mary's in overtime at home. Good hustle by Lynn Kidd, keeping it alive. Austin Schwartz in the game for Miami. Kidd trying to back in. The pass to Cleveland, and he's got it. It's by Matthew Cleveland, inside-out game.
And that's ahead of Boston College.
Dribble drive artist, Donald Hand from Virginia Beach. And he had rebounding, 7.5 rebounds in the last 2 games and 7.5 overall for the season.
Yeah, he's got great size in college.
And he exits with 3 fouls. Hastings in, and what a dunk by Matt. McFarland, steal by Paul Jobay. Put back is good by Cleveland. Roger McFarland, who has the ball in the backcourt. Put back by Hastings is good.
That's great work, though, on the offensive glass.
And I think Hastings is going to be a terrific player. It's MyMG by way of Orlando. Schwartz for 3. Wins the 50-50. Here comes BC. Elijah Strong, hop, skip, and a jump, and the reverse. Strong backing in on Johnson. Well done. % from the line. And they are tied for the first time since it was 0. McFarland in the lane. Could not sustain. Schwartz had numbers, but he'll take it, and he'll make it. Points per game. McFarland the 3, and he's got it. This is to start us off at 2 Eastern. And North Carolina and NC State square off.
Man-to-man in this game, and they go zone in Boston.
A.J. State McCray is doubled, and McFarland flummoxed him in the post. Luka Taves, quality minutes, playing for Dion Brown, who's been struck with an illness, but strong piece on the bench.
Excellent job of blocking out that time by Hastings.
Miami missed 11 of its last 12, and Elijah Strong. Just joining us, BC trailed by 19 points with 8:38 left in the first half. Margin, Miami's 0 for 6 for the last shots from the field, and here comes Matthew Cleveland, bumped by Fred Payne, and a foul.
Payne, excellent defense that time.
Statement Stanford against Eston Schwartz. Step back 3, yes sir. Fine. 4th foul on Paul Jobay.
Up for him. Really impressive coming off an ACC Player of the Week. Get into the paint. And man, the point guard future very bright for this young man at the free throw line. I've been impressed with his game.
Ogachukwu has a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, these coaches understand how has the energy they came out with. Coach Courtney had to be pleased in that first half, and it made it difficult for Miami in that second half.
Elijah Strong, huge influence in the second half. Good crowd at County Forum on New Year's Day, and it's a happy New Year for Boston College as they win their first ACC game and complete the largest ever comeback at home.
Yeah, impressive team performance by